think I'll also condense this. She said, as a pure generator with triple split definition, who is transitioning from day-to-day execution into more strategic oversight and creation of a large body of work, I'm curious about how my design informs this evolution. Specifically, how does my triple split definition influence the way I should structure my team interactions and decision-making processes now that I'm stepping back from direct operations? And given my caves environment with its selective go deep nature, how can I honor both my need for the right energetic exchanges to bridge my splits and maintain the sacred selectivity that has made my work so potent, especially as I scale through my team rather than through my personal visibility? Okay, so the first thing I want to say here is that you indicated on your form that your birth time is not accurate to the minute, it's somewhere within 15 minutes. And when I'm looking at your variables, you talked specifically about caves. So we have here, right facing, color 1, tone 6. So I generally never look at variables if I do not have a super accurate birth time. Because you have color 1, tone 6, it is very, very possible that you might actually have color 2, tone 1, which would now turn this arrow left facing and give you markets environment. So that is just one thing that I want to mention when I get asked questions around variables when there's not an accurate birth time. Now, the same is true here with your determination. You have color 3, tone 6. And with tone 6, again, that could easily turn into color 4, tone 1, which then if those that flips the arrow to the left, and now you're a quad left, right? So I generally don't like to go deep into variables unless I know that birth time is very accurate. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Also, so you did mention a couple of different things in here, and you're talking about several different mechanics at once. So one of the things about the triple split means that you function best when you're circulating through people and environments. So when you're not constantly in the same place around the same people. So with the triple split, and all of this is always going to come back to strategy and authority. So we have a sacral generator here. So sacral strategy and authority, it is partially unconscious. So really feeling into that sacral energy and like really understanding like what a yes and what a no is and where your attention and your energy is going to be satisfying versus where it's going to be draining. So that part is really, really important. And then allowing that, like following that sacral strategy and authority to help move you through the correct environments and the correct people that naturally bridge your split. Now, when it comes to the caves environment, so if caves is your environment, right, caves isn't about the depth or the selectivity of work. I think that actually comes from the fact that you have a 1 in your profile and you also have gate 48 defined several times. That's where the depth and the selectivity comes from. Caves environment is really more about having like this protected base so your body feels really secure enough to really function properly. So, when it comes to caves, it's more about like being in the right environment where you feel secure. Caves is about security. So when you're stepping back from the day-to-day work, you want to really think more about ensuring that your life brings you into the correct contact through your team, through clients, through the movement, so that your bridges can be naturally split at the right time. So that is like the big thing. It's like really following your strategy and authority, allowing yourself to move around to different caves, if caves is your environment. If it's not caves, your environment is likely markets, which then means, moving in places where there's like a lot of flow and exchange of information in markets. So that's kind of the most important thing. The other thing I noticed is you do have gate 4 defined in your design. That is the gate of formulaize, and that is the gate 63, which you have a completely open head, constantly bombarded with inspiration and also potentially doubt. And then formulaize wants to like figure out the formula that resolves the doubt. So I want you to be really careful about using that energy to figure out your own life, because again, this is collective energy. This is meant for the collective. This is really meant to recognize patterns and like correct patterns to create a better future based on what we've experienced in the past and the patterns that we recognize. But when we turn it into trying to create a formula to figure out our own life, then it can result in anxiety and like the fear of chaos, the fear of like, I'm never going to figure it out. And of course, you having a fairly complicated chart, especially with a triple split, like that could definitely really show up as that anxiety and really wanting to figure out like a very specific formula that's always going to work with your design. When really the formula for you is to really feel into your sacral strategy and authority to let you know when the right time is to engage, how to engage. That is always going to be guiding your decisions. It doesn't matter like how you're working. Your decision-making process is always going to be sacral authority. Now, when we're talking about like team interactions and team decision-making, that is when you want to be really clear that whatever you delegate to your team, that you can trust the team members to make those decisions themselves. And of course, this can also be, how much does your team know about their human design? Are they following their strategy and authority? When it comes to making business decisions, like, can they really, can you empower them to use their own inner authority to make the correct decisions that you have delegated to them, that you have, given them the authority to make? So that's really what I have to say to you is like, not trying to figure it out with your head, but really allowing, because everything is going to come through you in the way that it needs to come through you. The brilliant epiphanies that you have to share and that you are able to like formulate and express in the right time with the 4323, like when they're recognized by the right people at the right time will emerge naturally. The 4426, like really transmitting for the sake of the tribe, like really smelling out the patterns and understanding like what is really beneficial for the tribe and then transmitting it to them. The 214 being able to really give direction to the resources in your life and in your business is super important. I mean, I do want to see you have a lot of activation in the Penta area. So in small groups, like you're probably very, very recognized that this is really powerful energy in a business and working in teams. The 214 is also really great in large organizations. So you do, working in a team, you're probably very recognized for the strengths that you bring. And of course, you want to be just aware of the fears that come up, as always, so many fears that can show up in business, with the 48, that fear of inadequacy, with the 18, the fear of imperfection or the fear of like some authority, judging you or telling you you're wrong in some way, shape or form. With 44, the fear of the past repeating itself. With the 49, you've got the 49 and the 43. Both of those are fear of rejection. The 43, the fear of your ideas being rejected for being too weird. And then with the 49 being rejected for your principles. So just being aware when that comes up. With 55, that can be like the fear of emptiness or the fear of just not, I mean, in a way it can be like the fear of not having like the abundance of spirit that that you are here for. And then with the 4, the fear of chaos, of never figuring it out. And with the 24, that can also be the fear of ignorance, like not knowing enough, feeling the need to always like study more and learn more, which also can so often show up when you have a 1 in your profile. So just noticing when those things pop up for you and continually coming back into the body and really feeling into your sacral response, like what does it actually feel like? And can you be present enough to feel it? Because with strategy and authority, also, with it being partially unconscious, if you're really stuck in your head and you have this defined ajna here and you're, really overworking mentally, like trying to figure things out with all these ajna activations, you might actually miss what the sacral is telling you. So, bringing it all back, it's really about, can you trust yourself, your body, your sacral response, your sacral authority to move you through the correct environments that you need to be in as a triple split, around the correct people, to make the correct decisions in your business, and all of that stuff. So that is what I have for Rose. I don't think